Hey, it's Jessie. Welcome to my daily vlog. So if you haven't been following me, I've been doing daily vlogs since the 1st of December, and I used to say the number of the vlog, but then I kind of lost count because I skipped a couple days, and then I will do welcome to my daily vlog number 34, and it will be like 35 or 36. So I just stopped saying the number. But if you want to catch those vlogs, you can look them up in YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, all the rest of the videos are they're on Facebook, but they're also on YouTube. And the channel is called Simply Refreshing Life, and you can find all those videos if you like. Today is Sunday. What is it? Sunday, January 15. Wow, that's half of the month already gone. And today I went to church, and our pastor has been giving a series of preachings on Abraham, which are very interesting, by the way. I totally recommend hearing them. I'm going to put the link of our church YouTube page on the description of this video if you're interested in watching amazing teachings. Today's preaching was on Abraham when he received the three visitors, and you can find the story in Genesis chapter 18. And he is talking about angels, and he's talking about, that particular visit. And the focus of the lesson was that there's nothing impossible for God. But before he got to that point, he talked a little bit about angels. And he said this. He said, no believer dies alone. And that hit home. He really made me think of my brother. And my husband, of course. My brother passed away in May of 2020. He was very ill. He was in the hospital for months. His hospitalization came in the middle of COVID, or towards the end of COVID. No, wait, not towards the end, but towards the beginning of COVID. And in May of 2020, not May, but March in 2020, they didn't want anybody to come and visit him. So he spent the rest of March, April, and the beginning of May all alone. No visitors, just the nurses and the doctors. My mom couldn't go, nobody could go. The day he passed away, May 18, 2020, they called me in the morning. I was, on the phone. He couldn't speak anymore, and he passed away that afternoon. And nobody from our family was next to him. And it was just so heavy in my heart. The pastor said, no believer that never dies alone. I thought to myself, well, yeah, I've always had that vision of angels or Jesus coming to get him. But when he said that, I thought that was my brother. Because even though we weren't there, by his bedside, he had angels and he had Jesus there. And so I went to look. I said, where is that in the Bible? Is there somewhere in the Bible? And there is. Jesus told a story of a poor man who died, and it says in Luke 16:22 says that the angels carried him away to the side of Abraham. So I can see my brother, even though we were not there physically, I can see the angels coming and carrying him gently to the presence of Jesus. And that is a great comfort for me as his sister. What's more is that God promises that he will always be with us. Always, not just while we're doing okay, or when we are going to church, or when we're behaving ourselves. He is with us every step of the way, even in our even when we're dying. He is with us. You can look at verses such as Isaiah 41:10, Joshua 1:9, Deuteronomy 31:6. Romans 8:38 and 39, and like that, there's a lot. You can just do a search for that, and you will see all these Bible verses where God is promising to be with us. And it never will say, only when you're alive, or only when you're doing well, or only this, or any type of conditions. He just says that he is going to be with us wherever we go, wherever we are. And isn't it just wonderful that even in that moment that we are about to leave this world, we're not alone. We are being carried gently into the presence of the Lord. Just like my husband passed away in an ambulance, and I was not with him. I didn't even know that he had died until I got to the hospital. About an hour later, they told me that he had passed away. I know that Jesus came, or the angels came and took him to the presence of the Lord. And I just find great comfort in that. So today I encourage you to tell you, and don't forget, you are never alone, ever. And if that person that maybe you lost a loved one and you're thinking, oh, he died alone, she died alone. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They were being raised or carried to the presence of the Lord by angels, and that is a promise we have.